Hello, my Tarot tribe. In today's Tarot Pronto video, we're going to be talking about the sevens of the Minor Arcana. The sevens represent some type of challenge each figure will have. The Minor Arcana is day-to-day issues that we all have to deal with in life, like love, work, relationships, how we're going to spend our energy, how we're going to use our energy to work or create the day and the tasks that we want. So we're going to be looking at each of the sevens. And this material comes from my book, Tarot Pronto, available on Amazon in this nice big paperback or as an ebook PDF format. So we're going to be starting with the wands. The wands represent how we use our energy to create our life. And the seven is a challenge. So this figure is challenged to use his creative energy. How is he going to use his energy with this challenge in front of him? There's multiple wands in front of him, and he looks like he's using a lot of his energy for this task. Is it necessary? We don't know. Do the wands in front of him look threatening? Not to me. Has he planned well for this challenge? No. Look at his feet. He's got on one boot and one shoe, which means he doesn't even know which pathway to take to meet this challenge. So the sky is blue and the grass is green. I'm not sure he needs to be putting this much energy into defending or meeting this challenge. And he definitely needs to choose a pathway to take and go forward with it. So, sky is blue. It's always a good sign. The pentacles represent finances and resources from the earth. Any type of crops or precious metals or gems, and also our bodies, if we're talking about physical health. But this individual, he is taking a pause from his work to assess his finances. And what kind of challenge does he have with his finances? He needs to plan his finances, and that's his challenge. How's it going to go forward? He doesn't know yet. He hasn't decided because he's got one foot in the past and one foot in the future, and he's solid in the middle without a decision. And that's okay. Sometimes it takes time to make a decision about how we're going to go forward financially. And his one foot is in blue, which means he could be looking at making a more spiritual or emotional choice going forward with his finances. But the other cards would tell us. So this individual, and it is not a man or a woman, the figure on the card just represents whoever is asking the question, their energy they're putting into the situation. So this individual is currently having a challenge to decide what to do financially going forward. Seven of Cups. Cups represent emotion. And this figure, the challenge is how to choose from a lot of options that this figure has. Choices are a good thing. Sometimes we don't always have choices, but sometimes when you have too many, it's more difficult to make a choice. This figure is literally in the dark about how to go forward making a choice. Does he use his ideal or spiritual guide to make the decision? His lower instincts? Does he go for victory, riches, maybe fame and fortune with the castle? He doesn't know what to do going forward, but he needs to make a choice. Maybe the other cards will tell us what the choice is. So here we have the swords, and swords represent thought processes and usually problems that result from not properly used thought processes. And this figure, his challenge or her challenge is to plan. And it's really a lack of planning because it's a sword. Difficulty planning, a lack of planning. This is what I call running with scissors. This individual's holding the sharp end of the swords with an exaggerated stride that's dangerous if he falls on these pointy swords. He's not looking where he's going. He's left two behind in what looks like a military encampment who do plan. The military has good planning usually. Well, I know that's debatable, but this individual definitely does not. When you're running with pointy objects, that's lack of planning. Difficulty planning. So this individual is exhibiting difficulty planning. Also, this individual has fur lining their boots and lining their kind of exaggerated cap, which means exaggerated thinking. They're using kind of lower instincts, animalistic instincts, instead of their higher instincts to plan. So if you look at all the sevens of the Minor Arcana, you're going to see a different challenge in each one. If you have a Rider-Waite deck, this is taken from the Rider-Waite, which is my favorite deck, and this is a beginner deck I created based on the Rider-Waite Coleman Smith deck to help people with their keywords and understanding. So for the sevens, we have challenges. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of Tarot Pronto. The next episode will be about the eights. And I thank you for watching and tuning in, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.